We've had some really great conversations today. Thank you all so much for tuning in now. Here is George Kushner, CEO of H2 Crypto, with an introduction of H2 Crypto.
Depending on where you are in the world, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. My name is George Kushner, and I am the CEO of H2 Crypto, a next generation cryptocurrency exchange. What exactly is a next generation cryptocurrency exchange? One that provides creativity, uniqueness, and innovativeness. We will be providing all of these three things. So please stay tuned. Sign up at h2crypto.io. Next slide, please. The team at H2 Crypto, when canvassing the current cryptocurrency exchange marketplace, found it rather unconscionable that the first-gen cryptocurrency exchanges had a business model of, if we build it, they will come. And they have come. But to what degree? We're going to address a little bit further on in the presentation. But the one thing that all cryptocurrency exchanges are missing is what we call the third leg to the stool, and one of the most vital and pivotal, which is client service and client support. H2 Crypto aims to be the first to offer true 24/7, 365 live client support via secure chat, email, and telephone. I want to illustrate something for you and think about this scenario. And what would you do in this case? You walk into your local bank or brokerage and you set up an account. You go through all the work, and as you're walking out the door, the representative of that institution says, "Hey, Mrs. Smith or Mr. Smith, by the way, if later on today or tomorrow or next week or next month or next year even, you have a problem with your account, you can't transact, you can't send, you can't receive, whatever it is, if you try and get a hold of us for help, we will not be there for you. Are you okay with that? Are you still going to set up the account?" Now, I know you're thinking, that's absolutely insane. No one would do that. But unfortunately, that's exactly where we are in today's current cryptocurrency marketplace exchange environment. There is zero support out there. Research conducted concludes that transacting in cryptocurrency is simply too complex, too complicated. And I'm going to talk more about that with my personal experiences and my background a little bit later in the presentation. But the reality is, we all know it's just simply too chunky, clunky, cumbersome, and scary. And most importantly, there is nowhere to turn when there are problems or issues that arise. And that doesn't matter if you're a novice or someone who's been trading and investing in cryptocurrency for years. When issues pop up, you're totally alone at it. Next slide, please. Now, at a forum like this, one of the most prominent blockchain cryptocurrency summits in the world, we have people from all over the world watching this. And in this community, we kind of take for granted that everybody globally is participating in cryptocurrency. And although from a geographical standpoint, that might be true, where people from all four corners of the globe do have exposure to crypto, we are talking about a finite universe. How finite? Let's go through the numbers. At the beginning of 2021, cryptocurrency adoption or exposure around the world was about 106 million people. Now, that's out of almost 8 billion globally. That number from January through July of this year has doubled from 106 to 220 million. But you're still talking less than 3 out of 100 people, or 2.75% of global populace, has any exposure to cryptocurrency. Very small amount. Now, the one thing about the industry that I love is this notion of democratization. We all know that people from all around the world are trying to take back control of their lives. And the many facets of their lives that are important to them include their family, their friends, their health, their well-being, and their financial well-being. And that is always in the top 3 to 5 when polled what's most important to you. Cryptocurrency, blockchain allows them to take back and have that fighting chance. But the point that's interesting, when we talk about democratization, you can't democratize things when people are afraid, when people are frightened and they aren't being involved. And that is exactly why H2 Crypto is coming in to alleviate the anxiety and angst that investors have about the space because they simply do not understand it. Now, our major competitors across the landscape, they tout two things, trust and security, as their value proposition and points of differentiation. Make no mistake about it, trust and security are absolutely pivotal and vital when dealing with any financial intermediary. But I ask you, do you walk into your bank? Do you walk into your brokerage firm and ask them, how trustworthy, how secure are you? Or do you kind of take for granted as a client, this is a financial intermediary and they are going to be trustworthy, they are going to be secure. H2 Crypto looks at trust and security as absolute pivotal, vital, critical points. But we also know the third leg to that stool, which is missing and probably the most pivotal, is client service and client support. Next page, please. At our impending launch, H2 Crypto will offer both our website and mobile app versions. Mobile app versions will be in Android and iOS. We wanted to create a very simplistic user interface and user experience. Don't mistake that for not being sophisticated, but we wanted to cater to both brand new cryptocurrency investors that haven't been in the space whatsoever, as well as your more advanced traders. On both our website and our app, you'll be able to transact, buy and sell crypto, trade and receive crypto, check portfolio balances, check the latest news. And then for the brand new cryptocurrency investors, we have a very simplistic one-click easy buy or easy sell button. We have predetermined denominations of $50, $100, $200, $500, $1,000, or a customizable button where maybe you want to purchase $700 or $1,500, whatever the number is. And as I mentioned before, if you're a more advanced trader, we have state-of-the-art technical analysis for you as well. Next slide, please. Finally, as we mentioned before, H2 Crypto is going to provide the solution that we all know is out there in the cryptocurrency transacting marketplace. And that is to alleviate this anxiety and angst that investors have. This is not simply an age demographic issue. A lot of people think that maybe if you're a certain age and up, you're not as technologically savvy or adroit as others, and that's the main issue. And that simply is not the case. Research after research shows that regardless of age, people just don't understand this space. I was speaking to someone recently, 24 years old. I would argue they're pretty technologically advanced at that age. And they were telling me that them and their friends are dying to get involved in cryptocurrencies, but they just simply don't understand it and they know there's nowhere to turn. We are coming to change that dynamic. We are going to be offering scalability for our client service solutions via a hybrid artificial intelligence and human model. This is going to streamline our processes and maximize efficiency to be able to provide this so coveted live 24/7, 365 live support via chatbot, live chat, email, and phone. Education, that is absolutely critical and pivotal. And I want to discuss 2 points about that. I myself have been in and around financial services for close to 30 years. You are listening to a man who has sold derivatives to central banks. I don't mean to flex. I'm not trying to impress anyone. I am trying to illustrate the point that when I first got involved in cryptocurrency, I couldn't figure it out. I found it very complicated, very complex. And when I had issues arise, you guessed it, there was nowhere I could turn. Now, if someone with a background like me found it difficult and hard, we can only imagine what it's like for the rest of the world, or a lot of people in the world. And it doesn't really matter what I say, the research backs up and substantiates our thesis. With regards to transacting in cryptocurrency, we like to say this is not necessarily a DIYer endeavor. Now, for those of you that aren't used to the acronym DIY, that stands for do it yourself. And we talk about being a DIYer can be a very forgiving proposition on several things in your life. And I'll give you some examples. So if you like to tinker at home, maybe with your car as a mechanic on the side, or maybe you like to do some carpentry work around your home, or plumbing or gardening, whatever it is you do, Those are forgiving propositions, meaning if you mess up, you simply call in the experts and they will fix it. But transacting in cryptocurrency is not such a forgiving proposition. We all know that one click of the wrong button and your hard-earned money and capital can be gone in an instant. So why take that chance? Well, up until now, you had no option. But with H2 Crypto, you now have a provider that can help you. At our impending launch, our website and our exchange on our app will be available in 3 languages, including English, Spanish, and Mandarin. We ask you all to please sign up at H2 Crypto and join us on this wonderful money evolution. Thank you very much for your time. I appreciate it.